I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. High up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know and ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love to smoke a lot, never see me now. High up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know and ask them who got it, let's roll up.
Greetings! Welcome to another edition of Smokin
and Jokin.
Hey man, I'm very excited to be back for another Friday, man. We got some very special guests coming to the show today. But before we get started with all that, I want to give a shout out to our new sponsor, Smokin. You know what I'm saying? We got some new products we gonna be testing out today. Next week, the week after that, the week after that. Shout out to the homies on the West Coast, San Francisco to be exact. You already know what it is. Smokin in the building. Y'all see the banner in front, all that. With that being said, let's just dive right into it. I gotta say this. Huh?
They ain't say no sound. Where is the smoke? I'm just saying, the smoke there, Oakland.
I said later on in the show, we're going to be testing.
Gotcha.
Okay.
A little smoke.
All right. Duke's a little slow. Yellow
Just
bus
got
just
that
pulled
in,
up outside
that's
the
all.
short bus. And,
But
yeah.
Short butt, homie.
Here we go. Like I was saying though, like I want to start the show off by having a moment of silence for Dr. Sonia K. She was a doctor that was just killed, found dead in her home, stabbed in her abdomen. She was fighting
cannabis.
She was fighting for cannabis very hard to alleviate all the opiates and all the drugs and the pharmaceuticals and pharmacies. So anytime anybody battles them, they end up.
Thank you.
Something happens. We don't know how.
You sound like conspiracy tag.
You're a conspiracy
You
dude.
sound
I'm
like
just pointing out the
conspiracy
facts.
tag.
So y'all think the
Dr.
FDA?
CB.
Man,
Y'all think the
Like,
FDA?
come on, man.
So y'all think the FDA knocked off?
I'm just saying, like, she was bad. Anytime you battle against the pharmaceutical companies, like, first of all, let's just put it out there. That's the only reason why marijuana is not legal.
So FDA got hit, man.
Of course,
We got to snap.
They are the assassin. They're the only reason we ain't got a cure for anything. There's a cure for everything, but there's no money in the cure.
It's a lot of doctors on there. It's a lot of degrees up here.
Nah, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but
I'm not a fool
I
either.
do research.
Damn fool.
A lot of fools. Shit. I got to know what makes sense.
Look, I didn't say all that to start an argument between y'all. I just said that to say we want to give a moment of silence for Dr. Sonia K.
By your head.
Thank you, and thank you for the fight. And we ask that everybody continue to fight, regardless, because you got to be on the front lines to change things. And with that being said,
Let's give a prayer to Rick Ross. He's fighting for his life right now.
definitely, Rick Ross is fighting for his life, man. They said I've heard a couple different stories. I heard pneumonia. I heard it might have been a heart attack. Either way it goes, he's on life support right now. So yeah, he's fighting right now.
So they say that, don't
Yeah, he's fighting right now, man. So prayers go out to Rick Ross and his family. You know what I mean?
Lost the rapper.
And man, I got you know, it just seems like, and this is not a direct relation to Rick Ross, but it just seems like the rappers nowadays in the age we're in, it's a lot of the same symptoms, the seizures, a lot of the same symptoms. I mean, is that because of the lean, or is that because of the different drugs that everybody is doing?
It's definitely the drugs.
The drugs don't help. I say that.
It's definitely the drugs.
And the lean definitely don't. It enhances
Over a
action.
third time, or you know what I'm saying?
That's what the lean does.
Consuming so much.
I never tried.
You lose all
lean.
your organs around your body. It's like they use that shit to bomb people's bodies.
Yeah, like I don't want to try nothing that's gonna make me go to
I
sleep.
tried it one time, right?
You see what I'm saying?
I tried it one time, and look.
You just tried it one time?
One time.
Let me tell you something, that was enough.
Even when you lived in Houston?
That's when I did it.
I tried
And then Ball got there, go
bunch
to
of
the
times.
Whataburger. We got there, go, nigga, them talking about it's like 10 minutes away. We got there and fall asleep, nigga, at the light before we even get back to the,
That's fun? That was fun to y'all?
hell no, that wasn't fun. That's why I ain't doing it no more. That's what I'm talking about.
You like the
We had an Asian nigga knocking on the window.
You like the
Woke
Muppets,
us
you
up
like
talking about, hey man, you need, and the Asian do the jacket down there. You know what I'm saying? So we really were lucky, but no, I ain't do it. I don't want to do nothing that
They're gonna make you fall asleep.
Yeah, I can't goddamn move.
Can't turn up.
Yeah, I can't goddamn even defend myself if I have to.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Double cup.
Yeah, I just wanted to know that. It just seems like we're in an age now where like all the rappers be going through the same shit. You know?
Mass opioids.
Hey, I'm finna say, and I want to say, it's because now we're doing what white people been doing.
Yeah.
Niggas just drank, smoke a little weed, we snort a little
Mass
coke. Now we doing
opioids
all of it. We snorting, drinking,
Y'all doing
popping
dangerous
pills,
drugs.
all at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
I call them
problem.
all ladies.
The cocktail is what's killing us.
The
you know what I'm
Molotov
saying?
cocktail.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with the cocktail.
Oh, yeah. Either. I thought that was so you
It's
put
the
to
drug cocktail that we're doing.
Anyhow, man, it's a great Friday. Like I said, we got a great show coming for y'all today. And shouts out to the motherfucking Golden State Warriors too, man. I just want to say that because I'm fucking sick of the talk about the Houston Rockets and fucking LeBron and Cleveland and the rest of the bullshit. Nobody is fucking with Steph and KD.
The Hawks gonna beat Golden State tonight.
It's close right now.
So what you laughing at?
They got tired to keep winning
Yo,
games.
find yeah, hey, I hear people
Laugh like a
giggling and
motherfucker
shit.
out loud. too.
Oh, yeah, okay. Motherfucker giggling about the Hawks. Y'all giggling about the Hawks.
But honestly, the Hawks don't need to be winning.
I know. Yeah, we, you
That
know,
was
you know,
win.
That what Golden State like to do to you, dude. They like for you to be close the whole
Man,
game.
fuck all
and
that.
be
They don't
fucking
even
with
need to
you.
be close. They
Yeah,
gonna let them
they
get
like
that
that.
game.
They like that.
Ain't nothing they got the game from being Golden State.
hey,
But fucking up their spots. Get them out of here.
fucking up our line, Chad.
Exactly. Hey, I want to say this, man. You know, we gonna get right into the show. We don't talk.
Gummy worm shouting.
We're not gonna do all the small talk
Animal
today.
buddy,
We're gonna
buddy
jump
talk.
right into the show. I am Tatu. He is.
Yeah.
Black on C1 number one because you know what they call about Jordan What's happening.
He is.
Damn.
I'm Mr. Potlanta, Don Julio Jones in the end zone. Dr. Dankenstein in your mind. Y'all already slow. And in the back, Jack DJ Spoon.
Hey, like I said, we got a great show coming for y'all. Shout out to all our sponsors. Uncle Dude's Lemonade, the official lit lemonade of Smokin and Jokin. Also, Respected Roots. Hey, I got my shit cut today. I didn't have no Respected Roots at the crib, but my shit shimmering because it's the after effect that Respected Roots have on the shit. If you use it, it stays with you. Even after you wash it, that's why my shit look like that. Shout out to Respected Roots. Shout out to Bait Nation. Shout out to the good people at Edibles. Who's doing my job for me? Shout out to the good people at Edibles of Atlanta.
Smokeland. Welcome aboard, Smokeland.
Hey, and listen.
Who's doing my job?
Listen, we got a great show. We got some great guests. We have Ernestine Johnson. First, let me say that again. We have the power couple, Miss Ernestine Johnson and Jay Morrison coming to the stage. We also have Wop, Jutox Bar and Wellness Center, and Mark Curry will be stopping through. And we also got Chef Paul coming through the place, I guess, with some, they say he bringing some soul food. You know, anyway, I'm hungry. I'm waiting on that too. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back on Smokin!
Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. In the sky I go, call up everyone I know.
Welcome back,
Jack.
man.
What happened to the rest of my goddamn
Killing
crew?
y'all, man. Get that shit.
My dog keeps coughing, man. He can't get that
All
out.
right, dude.
You say you on the gag.
Anyway, man, like I said, we got a great show coming for y'all, and we just gonna start with our very first guest. They are a ATL power couple. So welcome to Smokin and Jokin, Mr. Jay Morrison and Miss Ernestine Johnson.
Love is just not in my plan. Not even taking a chance. Studio right in my yard. I'm doing 10 in a week. How long I've been on the street? Dream about working my sleep. Okay, I got a lock on the streets.
Welcome. Listen, I just want to start right away and find out, is it okay for me to have a Hawaiian steak now?
If you so choose.
Is that okay? Is that okay?
As of yesterday.
As of yesterday.
We lifted the boycott on Houston's restaurant. As of
Speedy giving back.
If you so choose.
So I heard you guys are the original party that initiated the boycott?
Yeah, I started the boycott.
Right.
It started.
Don't beat around the bush.
We ain't gonna beat around the bush.
Boss Queen did that.
I initially started it and I initially was discriminated against at the restaurant, and Jay came in and immediately started recording. The video that I'm sure most people saw was a video Jay recorded.
Right.
And I immediately, in the store, before I even left the store, I looked the lady dead in her face. I said, I'm going to have 100 people out here tomorrow. And that's where it birthed.
Was it over the table arrangements?
It was just over the. It was.
I'm gonna say there are a lot of people out there, who watch our podcast who don't know exactly what's going on. So tell us from the beginning.
So I'll begin.
I was gonna begin.
Okay.
It started with me, so I'll begin because no one can tell the story better than I can because I was there first.
I disagree, but
I walked in along with some other people from Jay's company. Jay said he's going to treat us all to lunch, so. I walked in with five or six other people, 5 other people from Jay's company, and I asked for a table for 7, and they said, well, we don't seat 7. I said, well, that's fine, no worries, we'll split.
Hold on, beautiful, hold on. Walked into where?
Houston's. The Houston's on Lenox Road here in Atlanta.
Here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, so I walked in. I walked in and I said, can I, and mind you, we're all professionals. Our office is 2 doors down from where their establishment is, so we're all professionals. We're dressed nice. We came in with great energy. And I said, can I have a table for 7? And she said, well, we don't seat 7. I said, well, that's fine. We'll split up. And she says, well, we don't split tables either. I said, okay, well, that's fine. I don't need you to split us. We can split ourselves, and we'll have 2 separate tables. Right. She goes, well, we can't do that. It's against our policy. I said, I don't understand. I said, we can be 2 separate tables, 2 separate checks, 2 different waiters. You can. I said, you can put us on 2 different sides of the restaurants. We're totally fine. No, we can't do it. Wow. She says, I already saw you come in at 7. I said, what does it have to do with anything? I said, well, let me speak to a manager. So at that point, I came in. No, you didn't come in. Okay. You came in on the second manager.
Jay, get it together.
Like I said, let me tell the story.
I'm with that, Jay. This is a part.
Right. So I say, let me speak to a manager. The 2 different managers came out. Jay came in on the second manager. The first manager comes out and gives me the same spiel. We can't do it. It's not a part of our policy. But it was the energy and the tone, as if I had walked in like I just was like, a bum off the street. You know what I mean? It was the tone, it was the energy, and she gave me the same spiel, and I said, I'm not asking you to seat me as a party of 7. Let me reiterate, I'm asking to be sat as 2 totally different tables. I said, you know what? The 3 people over there, they don't even want to eat anymore. I want to be sat as a party of 4. And she says, no, we can't do it. I said, let me speak to another manager. By that time, Jay walks in. I'm irate.
Then I walk.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Damn, Jay, what took you?
Now, Jay.
I was back trying my money together.
So Jay walks in and he sees that I'm irate, which is totally out of my character. So he immediately starts recording. Like his initial instinct was to record. So he records as soon as he walks in, and then that's.
So then my turn, right? So boom, I'm recording. I see my queen is on 10, so I'm like, all right, what's going on here? But I want to, I'm catching this, what's going on, So anyway, we have more and more managers come out, and basically the response just wasn't warm. And it's like, our thing was, I know if we didn't look how we looked, you wouldn't be talking to us like this over some tables. And then when the one queen actually, black woman that was working there, she came out doing their work and said, well, if y'all walk back out and come back in, maybe we can seat you. And we like, yo, we ain't them type of folks you gonna talk to like that. Right.
She said, if you walk out and walk back in, then maybe I'll see you. I said, oh, you got the wrong.
Now I said, you got the right one.
You got the wrong.
Yeah, so after that, we went back and forth to dialogue like he did. We were just making plain and simple points like, look, understand your policy. Listen, I'm a business owner of several businesses. I get policy.
Right.
So what we're saying is that we're going to do X, Y, Z. They just weren't trying to hear it. They called the police. Police came. As we walked out, like Queen said, we told them, like, we're going to shut you down. And so she went to Twitter, tweeting. I went to Instagram. I called my digital marketing team, email blasting out 80,000 people, all that.
So how did Deborah get involved, Miss Anthony?
Okay.
Deborah wasn't involved from the beginning. She definitely supported when she
I
saw.
thought she was at the
Let me tell you
restaurant.
something. Ernestine is
Yeah.
gonna make sure that you know
No,
how it
No,
happened.
it's
Miss
important.
Dad,
It's important. Like Jay always says, it's important for us, and that's why we have to have these platforms that we own because we have to control our narrative. And if we don't, somebody else will. And Miss Deb, you know, and we love her and we thank her for supporting and showing up. But she showed up at the protest. But she had a similar incident happen to her a few weeks prior. The same incident that happened to us is the same exact scenario that happened to her. So she came out and protested instead
At
of
the
us.
same
And
place.
Killer Mike came on here and said he didn't.
At the
Killer
same
come on.
place?
Killer came on here and said he
That's
had
my
an
guy.
incident at Houston's. I think his was at the one on Peachtree though.
So that's how it really kind of spiraled. After I did my initial tweet, so I tweeted and I said I felt like me and my party had been completely discriminated against, and I tweeted it. So once I tweeted it, I screenshot the tweet and put it on Instagram. That's when Tip called me. Ti called me like, I just saw your tweet. What happened? Da, da, da. And he said, well, this happened to Rick Ross. This happened to Miss Deb. This happened to Killer Mike.
Yeah.
That's when we said, okay, this is a bigger issue. It's not even just Jay and I. This is a company culture that they have that they've created, and that's when we said, okay, we can't stand for this, not in Atlanta.
Man,
Okay.
you know what? Like, I hadn't eaten at Houston since that happened. But it's been like I've been at home trying to recreate that Hawaiian steak. Like, no, I've been at home trying to recreate that steak. Like, you don't understand. That's
But I think they was sneaking and eating. They were going to one.
no, we
by-
never,
by-
no,
Right.
we never, right. We never did. But that was very powerful. Like just to be able to see us come together and really shut this place down.
Yeah.
In that, like, did y'all know that y'all was gonna have that much support?
Absolutely,
automatically?
100%. See, what people don't understand is that prior to that event, we just came off a 25-city tour, our corner class tour, where I teach real estate and financial empowerment in the street corners.
Okay, right.
So we just came from Bankhead, we just came from all of Chicago and the projects, Detroit,
Right,
Dallas,
right,
Houston, in LA. So we've
We
been
get
doing
hundreds of people show up every city on the corner.
So we've
in
been
the
doing
hood.
grassroots work already. So we know we got, like, some people got a lot of followers on the gram, social media, but their followers don't move. They don't do nothing.
Right.
They just like hitting pics. We know that our supporters, our followers, they really mobilize.
Right.
And so when we said it, we already knew that,
Mount up.
like, it's time. Like, you'll call it, here, let's go.
Yeah.
And so we hit the button, and then with all the celebrity support, etc., we came out and we seen so many of my students and just other supporters and followers, people with their children out, elders out, like everybody
Yeah, that was
showed
big.
up. And it wasn't about the spinach dip or the steak. It was the
principle.
principle.
Thank you.
That's what our people they get like, why y'all doing that? What? Because I'm just not that kind of, we're not that kind of people. I'm not that kind of guy where you just go disrespect me, roll me over, and I'm gonna just take an L.
You guys had Atlanta like one side like, do we go? Do we don't?
But that's the thing, and for me, it was really important. For us, it was really important. It's like, okay, we are Atlanta, and I did get a lot of comments, and well, I'm still going to get the spinach dip. For me, it was so important to show Atlanta. It was so important to show Atlanta that it's our dollars that keep businesses like Houston's open. So we have the power.
Oh yeah, we have the power.
We're trying to let y'all see that we have the power, so we can shut you down if we want to. So it was bigger
Shut
than
this bitch
yeah, it was
down.
bigger than a restaurant. It was bigger than spinach dip. It was like let's show everybody how we have the power.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, and this is still on the same subject, but on another note. Like, because yourself and Jay, like, y'all know a lot of people. Like you said, Tip called you on the phone. So, like, to the average person that doesn't have the connections that you have, the plug that you have, when they feel like they're discriminated against, how do they start the movement? How
Same way she
the
did.
same way
The
you did.
same way I did.
She just put on.
Yeah, I didn't know
Instagram,
Tip was gonna call me. I didn't know he
Right.
was gonna call me. I put it on. I tweeted.
Right.
My initial response was to tweet and put it out to people who follow me. Now, whether anybody called me or not, I didn't know. But you have to use your platform. You have to use your voice, no matter if your voice is this big or this big.
Because let me tell y'all what happened to me in the gas station this morning. I take my daughter. No, on some real shit. I take my daughter to the same gas station every morning. You know what I mean? I mean, not every morning when I take her to school.
Right.
And
Y'all
I
ready
paid.
to tweet?
I paid the dude. You know what I mean? And so he just gave me some change back. And I was like, damn, that didn't seem right how he gave me the change. My change ain't right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't care if it's just 10 cents. You know what I mean? I said, let me see a receipt, please. And he was like, gave me the receipt back. I'm like, this not right, dude. And he was like, yeah, well, it's on the door. The sign's not on the door anymore. The sale is off. I was like, dude, the sign is on the door. $2 for $3. $2 for $3. It's not $169 each. It's $2 for $3. But I'm saying he argued with me and went back and forth with me. You know, moral of the story, I felt discriminated again. I handled it. He gave me my money back. I don't have to go there no more.
Are you retaining?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna retain y'all. But I just wanted to say that Chevron on Memorial Drive. Period.
Let him know.
It was way.
But I gotta ask you, how did the band get lifted?
Well, we've been through several months of negotiations. So after that,
I we got policy change.
yeah. So we went behind the table. Like everybody's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And we had agreed to not put anything out there, right? Okay. And so we had a behind the scenes thing going on where we were dealing with their execs, me, Ernestine, Tip, different advisors, and we in there like, "Yo, y'all gotta accountability, apologies, policy change. Like this is a epidemic within the whole culture of your organization."
Atlanta, right?
You know what I'm saying? And even outside of Atlanta and other Houstons and Hillstones throughout the country, we was getting mad inboxes and tweets that the same thing was going on. And so to your point though, well, many of us don't realize the power of a few. Like just a few people here in this room could go shut something down right now. When you get you a little $30 megaphone and you stand outside with 40 people, and y'all gonna make noise in front of a spot on the sidewalk legally, they start, man, it's uncomfortable for our patrons. We gotta do something. And so when you get 100, 150, it don't take thousands to go shut an establishment down.
It was 100 of us out there.
It was 150
So
of us
how did
out
you not
there
get the trespassing charge?
staying on the public sidewalk.
As long as you're on that sidewalk.
As long as you're on the
You know,
sidewalk,
know
you're
the
not blocking
codes,
no
know the
regress.
I mean,
Man, we
law.
should have
Know
been
your
know
law.
that.
And what we did
Know
was
that.
we did our due
Should be
diligence
different way.
beforehand, and we called legal counsel and said, okay, what are the guidelines, what are the laws for us demonstrating? And we found out that we couldn't use the word protest, we had to use the word demonstrating. So we said, fine, okay, we'll demonstrate. And they said, as long as you're not blocking the
The regress.
the entrance, and blocking their driveway, and as long as you're on the public sidewalk. And we're like, cool.
We should have did that.
For what?
For what?
When Kiwa fell and it was on the wet floor that time we was in there. Same one. Slipped on the wet floor, and then you have a sign up saying it was wet. You know what I'm saying?
It's lost some time.
Huh?
That's lawsuit
That's
time.
what I was saying. We should have at least got a free meal. Shit. They discriminated against me.
We
They
should
turned
at least
around
got a
to
what?
the table with my hat on. Yeah, she got that artist up here.
She got a free meal for her hip.
No, we didn't. That's what I'm saying.
I know what I'm saying. Hip for a
We should
meal.
have got there and did that thing right there. We'd have been all right.
So Miss Ernestine, I have to ask you. You do spoken word, correct?
I do.
How did that come about? Is that something you always did, or?
So I feel like I tell this story.
Oh, man, get the cup.
Jesus, somebody help him, God.
My bad.
Jesus Christ, somebody help this man.
Hey, we can do some behind the scenes bloopers.
That can't work like that.
He dropped every cube. I mean, is there any ice left? I mean, so I feel like I tell the story so much, but when I was 10 years old, I had a homework assignment to write a haiku. And a haiku is a very short poem, and whoever wrote the best haiku got to win this cool pencil box the next day. And this pencil box had all kind of cool like erasers and stickers and all kind of stuff you want when you're in the 5th grade because you think it's totally cool. So I wanted to win that box, and I went home, I wrote a haiku, and I came back and I won. And my 5th grade teacher, Miss Clark, she said, you're a really good writer. She said, you're a really good creative writer. So that's when I fell in love with the creative writing process, and I just stuck with it.
I thought Bone was gonna take over from there.
Uh-oh.
Normally I sit.
That was the layout.
Normally I set it up.
I will say from doing it in elementary school and school, I didn't look at it as a business. I just thought it was just something fun I did. It wasn't until I did the Arsenio Hall show where my piece Average Black Girl went viral. That's when I started taking it serious.
You did the
I
Arsenio Hall show.
did the Arsenio Hall show.
Can we get a little of that piece on Smokin?
That was my favorite show.
I know
Arsenio was my favorite show.
Yeah.
Can we get a little?
Any one of my poems?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna drop red bottoms for you guys real quick.
Drop red bottom.
Since we all smoking and joking and stuff. I know women who will fuck for a pair of red bottoms.
Oh.
Suck and sell their soul for a pair of red bottoms.
Oh.
Eyebrows on fleek, but pussy on freak. Now that's a red bottom. And she can't pronounce Louboutin or Louboutin or Louboutin. These women couldn't even describe Christian. If his body was spread out on the diamond encrusted cross laid around her pretty little neck, these women have no self-respect. Slave to these brands, enslaved to this glam, out here doing anything for a check, selling values for a check, selling morals for a check. Bet these women didn't know you couldn't buy class with a check, selling ass for a check. If she only knew Sarah Bartman's body parts were put on blast for a check by white men who were committing more sin than the city of Sodom. Her ass cheeks were dissected, boiled, and put on display. Now that's a fucking red bottom.
Yeah.
For shoes made with cheap soles, she'll quickly give up the kitty. Letting old men with old money suck on her titties. Pioneers who died paving the way, rolling in their graves with pity. Changing men like summer turns into autumn. Pussy stuck like thorns on roses when they blossom. And she's out here scheming, lying, and damn near dying to prove she is the chosen one, like when Jesus walked on water. What's the price of the soul on your shoe when it's your soul you have to barter? And what about your daughters? How many men has she met this year alone she's forgotten? Picking through stepdaddies like slaves picking through cotton. Yes, men and these men with no problem. Kissing master's ass with red lips. Now that's a fucking red bottom.
That's a red bottom.
I didn't expect
Ernestine
that.
Johnson.
It's not like you came out with Kings or something.
Let me tell you something.
I expected it to be, I hear her speak that she could, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about how she was going there with it. That's all.
Red bottom.
She said she was doing this thing for smoking the joke.
Really goddamn went there.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't have said that better.
Hilarious.
That shit was
how
incredible.
often do you write? Or is it like when you get...
I will be honest, I am not a serial writer. I don't write very often. I have to be inspired to write, and really all my work I was led to it. I never sit and have a writing session and say, okay, now I'm about to write for the next 9 hours. Stuff comes to me when I feel it, when the spirit hits me, then and I'm led, I'll write. But I don't just sit and write. I may drop a gem like
You
once.
naturally dope, huh?
You be
Thank
dropping
you.
gems on Jay.
I get all the
I know
gems.
you.
Jay, I
I
already know.
Look, I just noticed something. You show our fans that what Jay brought you?
Yes.
Goodness.
My man did me right.
Things been good in that household. Jay.
telling y'all, land.
That bag different.
So I gotta ask y'all, Jay, how did y'all meet?
In my office. Yeah, she came walking into my office as a business connection through one of my staff members.
You like you stay.
And then we started working together, and a month and a half later, it was like, hey, what's up? And we started kicking it and vibe real well. And then I asked her to come on tour with me to the tour I was talking about, my corner class tour, where she would perform her poems at the end of the class.
terrifying. That's all right, right there.
I wish you got that rap to it like that. We're out here and sell some t-shirts or something.
Hey, if you can't make it shake on tour, quick.
I'm about to 25 cent tour real quick. Like, come on out. And so now we just vibed, and when I heard her perform one of her poems, "Dear Black Man,"
Black love.
Black Love, so powerful. And I'm watching her do it on the corner, on the west side, in Atlanta, on the corner in front of like 70 people, and I'm just like, that's dope right there. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Come on this tour. Yes, we got together after that.
You like in my own room?
The way our budget set up.
What had happened was...
Never had separate rooms.
So, Jay, you got your start in real estate?
My start in what I call corporate America or the legitimate world. My start getting money was 15 years old on the block in Somerville, New Jersey. Okay. And Jersey all day. Yeah, so I started hustling at 15. By 17, graduated hustle game to a trafficker and had a ring from New York to Baltimore to Lincoln, Nebraska. Got locked up at 18, facing 3 years of life in prison. Served time.
Right, you must be told on somebody.
No. That's not Jay. That ain't the wrong shit. Come on, Will. That's a lot of shit. We don't say that with no receipts. We don't say that shit, Jay.
You just called him in.
Lawyer money. Lawyer money. They try to give me lawyer money. They try to give me lawyer money for a man. Yo,
Come on, Jay.
I know your name.
I tell him.
Smoking Joe.
Go ahead, though. Dude, go ahead, though.
Dude,
Go ahead, though.
tell Duke do his research, Jersey.
He said,
Go ahead, though.
Smoking and joking. I'll tell you, Joe. But anyway.
So how did you go from that life?
While I was on parole, I was introduced to a mortgage company, and it's the first time I heard how real estate worked and how mortgages worked, and it was like a new world to me. So I started playing around with it, fixing my credit and doing other things, and about 25, got my first property, 26, 3 properties, 27, 6 properties, and about 28 made my first million, and just started leveling up in the game.
That's what I'm talking about.
And then so I have to ask you, like, because I see the logo everywhere. I might not see your face, but I see the logo everywhere, which is great. Can we talk about the school?
Absolutely, yeah.
And how that got started?
Yeah, so after I got in a real estate game in 2005, and it had different success and different campaigns, and didn't really understand personal branding, and I didn't really care. Like, I thought being a teacher and a guru and an expert was some corny shit for real. I'm just getting my bag, and so people encouraged me to speak and teach, but it was like, why do that when I'm getting my money over here? But then fast forward to maybe like, what year was that? Maybe 2010, somewhere around 2012. I started working for a company called Sotheby's Realty, right, which is like the largest luxury real estate company in the world. And so I'm selling $10 million houses, $30 million houses, $50 million houses, right? As a realtor, it's different than me being a developer too. So I'm developing, I'm doing mortgages, and I'm a realtor. So I'm doing all three.
You're just
all
getting the
checks.
bag.
Yeah, all the checks.
Period.
So while I was doing that, I got inspired to teach financial literacy and real estate game to like inner city schools. So I went to Newark, New Jersey, where I used to be on the block on 10th and Springfield, and I started teaching in high schools, and the kids got the message quick. We had a live DJ and played music and made it fun to learn about, credit scores and mortgages, real estate. And so when I was seeing how behind our community was in the wealth gap, and how when I go to Alpine, New Jersey, which is the richest zip code in America, how rich they are, I was like, yo, I gotta do something to bridge this gap. Like, I've been in the streets, and now I'm in the office suites. I gotta translate this message. And so through that is where I did a Breakfast Club interview with one of my old clients, Angela Yee, and went viral off of that, and World Star Hip Hop and a couple other platforms. And everybody was like, yo, I want to be mentored by you. I want to be an apprentice. I want to learn the game. So I'm like, I can't teach everybody the game. So I did get with some, with a team, built a curriculum, started our school in 2014, and started actually teaching financial empowerment in our online school. And to date, we had over 8,000 students. We have like 4 or 5 millionaires come out of our school.
It's kind of a blessing. Both of y'all had the same gift.
The way they talk, the way they speak, the conviction, the power.
It's passion.
I hate the big eyes for the argument. What y'all doing is really changing things. That's what the most important thing. Changing policies, changing lives. Appreciate y'all.
You want to be a change agent because it's about legacy for real. It's like at the end of the day, what you leave behind, like you can leave behind some nice shoes and handbags, but at the end of the day, the people you affected is really what carries your legacy. Like I was on the IG Live today prior to coming here, and the King asked to interview on the joint. He's like, all right, interview, what's up? So we on the IG Live, he's like, yo, Jay, February 7th of 2017, I was on YouTube messing around, and I saw a video, how to do real estate for strippers and dope boys. He's like, man, what kind of mess is this? He said, I clicked on it, it was a 7-minute video. He said, you told me I could buy a house with a 580 credit score and buy a 4-family house. I'm like, man, he's lying. He said, I hate to admit it, I had to call the white man at the bank and ask him, what credit score I need to buy a house? He said, 580. He's like, word. He said, can I buy a multifamily? He said, yup. He said, yo, he ain't lying. He said, today, he said, in a year, I followed your steps, did what you did, or did what you told me. And he said, I just closed on a 3-family house. I live in one side, rent the other 2 out, I live for free. He was like, all because of you and your free 7-minute YouTube video. So that's legacy to me. Like that means something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we about.
That's awesome, man. Like for real. And at Smokin and Jokin, that's what we are about, pushing the culture forward. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And both of you are pushing the culture forward. Like that's why if you saw the commercial, I put ATL's Power Couple.
Appreciate it.
Because that's power. You know what I mean? Like what you're doing with the legacy, with the school, and just also the power y'all show with Houston's. You know what I mean? And we appreciate that. So I gotta ask both of you, what's next besides the Rock and the kids coming and all that?
Yeah, we're definitely in wedding planning mode right now. I just released my first book called Virally Speaking. It's a book of a collection of all my most viral poems, because I've got over 40 million views on the internet with all my poetry. So I put them all in a book. So I am pushing my book, Virally Speaking.
And how can they find
On my website, ErnestineJohnson.com. Or follow me on Instagram, Ernestine.Johnson. My book's everywhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and for me, so I'm gonna say currently right now for all aspiring. Camera, bam. So for all aspiring business owners out there, our school, the J. Morrison Academy, we just launched this easy funding program. So if you have a 680 credit score, or we can help you get there through our credit services. But we're doing unsecured funding where you don't need any bank statements, no tax returns, no assets. All you need is a 680 credit score and a business, and we can help you get between $50,000 to $80,000 up to $250,000 in funding your first year. So we got an easy funding at jmorrisonacademy.com. Call my team any day of the week except for Sundays at 1-844-JOIN-JMA. And then the biggest thing we're launching in April is the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. We just got qualified for a $50 million real estate fund called Tulsa, named after the Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. And so this real estate fund allows all of us to invest together as partners, not a GoFundMe, not a collection plate. This is where we all can put our money in together to buy legacy assets, anchor properties, buildings, farmland. We got a cannabis farm we're looking at right now in California, where we all can invest as little as $500, but be partners together, and every investor gets an 8% preferred return, and their share of 50% of the profits. So we got the Tulsa Real Estate Fund coming out in April, TulsaRealEstateFund.com.
Okay.
Can I ask you a quick question before you move? Do you know what Black Wall Street is? Do any of y'all know
I
what
do.
Black Wall Street is?
I do.
All right, just making sure.
Everybody up here.
He's looking at me like, I don't know.
He said game, not the record label Black Wall Street. We're talking about the original.
We talking.
We know
What's
real.
Rapper game had a record label Black Wall Street.
Oh,
But no, I was gonna ask. You already said it. It's TulsaOklahoma.com.
No, TulsaRealEstateFund.com.
Tulsa Real Estate.
Yeah, we named our real estate fund Tulsa because the idea was like, everybody say, we need to build a Black Wall Street, we need to pull our dollars together, we need to do something. All right, cool.
Well, let's do it.
Well, how do you do that? How does that look?
Okay.
Through what platform do we do that where we all can trust each other, know where the money going, can see our accounts, know it's audited, third-party administrated, regulated. So for the last 2 years, I put the investment and work in to build that platform and vehicle for us to invest together and build our own Black Wall Streets and control our own dollars.
That's awesome.
Yeah, TulsaRealEstateFund.com, TULSA.
Yeah. So
That.
my bad. I'm a little thrown off. Something up here somebody did. Threw me off a little bit. I don't know what it is. But we do have some gifts because we appreciate y'all for coming to Smokin and Jokin. So we have a couple things.
What's your name?
We have Janice. Miss Janice.
Thank you.
Behind door number 1,
Janice. Excuse me.
Yeah, you don't have to open it. You can open it.
Thank you.
like I don't want a Grammy or something. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank Mama. No.
But they don't smoke in the joke.
No, but seriously, we want to thank y'all. And Ernestine, one more time, let the people know where they can hear your poetry.
Oh yes, in my new poetry book, Virally Speaking, or my YouTube channel under Ernestine Johnson, and my Instagram, Ernestine.Johnson. Please follow me and keep up with my work.
And hold on. Before I go to Jay, I gotta go on record with Ernestine.
Here we go. We on record.
I always go on record, so I need to go on record for the very next poem that you create. We would love for you to come and Smokin and Jokin.
Oh, absolutely. I would love to
That
come
was
back.
very powerful.
Thank
and we
you.
love
Have you ever heard of Georgia Meek?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Boy, that's
She's been on here before too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Absolutely. I love spoken word.
Thank
Period.
you.
So
Thank
we absolutely love it. So that's I'm on record right now. to
Especially
say
that kind.
The next one, and I don't want you to just create something and then say all that. No, the next one, like we
Please, you done already said it. We gonna have a spoken word show. Boom.
You know what? You know what's funny? When I asked her to be my woman, made it official, I did it by a poem in Chicago on the block, on the corner.
Oh, that's
And that's how I asked her. I was like,
You gave it back.
yeah, gave it back. Some bars.
I would definitely. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, so I would definitely come back and do a poem for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, would love to.
Do you guys bounce ideas? I mean, do you bounce ideas off of her when she writes, or is it just something like you need your own quiet space, or does he?
Oh
bounce
no,
ideas?
we definitely bounce ideas off each other. I just did I wrote a financial literacy poem basically what his corner class that he does, or our corner class that I do with him, I wrapped it all up and put it in one poem. And I'm like, babe, should I say this or should I put this here? And he was like, nah, change that. Put this word here. So we definitely,
I'm not writing credits, you know what I mean?
Okay.
He has business ideas with the business. I'm like, babe, should we do this campaign? And we definitely work together.
Is that tough?
No, I think that's the way we work. Like, because we came into it working together, it's like, I feel like if we didn't work together or bounce off each other, it wouldn't work. Yeah.
Well, like I said, we appreciate y'all. Jay, we want to be a part of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund.
No, that's right.
We won't end, so that we on record with you.
On record.
Say, I heard in April, early April, middle April, we want to know, we want to be a part of it. Like, we need everybody. Like, that's the type of stuff that we need more of that. Jay.
You guys can get your tuxedos ready because we have an annual Black Wall Street Ball here in Atlanta, and it will be August 17th this year. So get your tuxes ready and come out to our ball.
Marcus Garvey's birthday.
August 17th.
You have a location yet?
It'll be on the website. I don't know where it's at right now. One of these fancy schmancy places out here.
Somewhere.
August 17th.
The ball
August
is
17th.
going down.
Yeah, every year Marcus Garvey's birthday, August 17th.
Listen, can you make sure Duke knows this? He has to wear a tux.
Oh,
Duke's behind you.
I heard.
Can you let Duke know?
have to wear a tux.
I got it.
Have to be
So
formal.
Duke cannot say he did not know.
Yeah, I got it.
Why he just Oh, now you got a tux on there.
We've been trying to get him to wear a suit. That's why.
Man, listen, I forgot.
Perfect occasion.
Perfect occasion. Once again, like we thank y'all, and y'all have a platform here. Anytime you want to bring anything to talk, you have a platform here at Smokin and Jokin. We appreciate it. C-Bone, set it up. C-Bone, let's get out of here.
They done gave us about 9 drops already. Y'all can just say y'all name, y'all Instagram again. Somebody, you can hold the Smokin. Can you say it?
You gotta set it up.
Say
C-Bone.
what now? Hold it.
Just give you your shout out.
Gotcha.
Your name. Your name. Then somebody gotta hold the Smokin. And then we gonna do the joke.
I got you. The
Oh,
smoking.
smoking. Okay. To do it together?
Do it together.
Okay.
Do it together.
Okay. All
If
right.
y'all can pull this out. y'all
Do
can
that
go.
together.
You ready?
Do that together.
Then I'll do mine. And then we'll do it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Thank you. I am your favorite poetress, Ernestine Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was it.
No, come on, no. Ernestine, you gotta give us more than that. You gotta give us more than that. It's gotta be like I am Ernestine Johnson.
It sounded like you were saying pussy.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to just say my name.
Yeah, you gotta say it hard like you were saying pussy. Hard. Like
No, that's not what I mean. I just mean you gotta roll off.
Don't fight him down.
I am Ernestine Johnson. Pull out.
Uncle Duke.
That's straight to it.
That's that man white.
That's right too, Uncle Duke.
I know his say.
Hilarious.
All right, let's do it. Y'all got what we
All right. I am Ernestine Johnson, your favorite poetess. You have seen me on the Arsenio Hall show.
Yes.
Think Like a Man Too.
Yeah.
My new movie on BET with DC Young Fly, Digital Lives Matter.
Okay.
Balling out here, and her fiance Jay Morrison.
Yeah.
Totally known as Mr. Real Estate.
Yeah.
20 million in running.
Yeah.
Out here getting his money.
Yeah.
Powering our community.
Yeah.
Fool.
Yeah.
And we smoke.
And Jokin!
Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know.
Welcome back, Jack! Yeah! We got some very special guests coming to the stage right now, man. We talking about worldwide touring, now worldwide porn at the Juice Bar, the Wellness Center. You know what I'm talking about? Welcome to Smokin and Jokin, Mark Curry and Wop!
me, shorty probably the nigga.
Yeah, okay.
We got some real OGs on the
Smokin'
stage.
and Jokin. You already know, man. Welcome to
What's up,
Smokin'
Curry?
and Jokin, brother.
What's up, Wop?
What's good, Playboy?
Y'all alright?
What's up? So I'm just gonna dive. I see all kind of juices and shit around the table. I seen some shit in the back, man. I don't know what it's called.
This is shit juice right here.
What's going on, man? Like,
Yo, you know, I'm just smoking, joking, drinking,
like
juice.
talk about the juice. Let's talk about it.
It's medicine.
What kind of medicine?
It's medicine. This is healing. This is life. What is this right here? Why?
Gotta get the top secure.
That's what.
Jutox
Tell them
right
why
here.
it's called Jutox.
This Jutox.
Why is it called
You got
Jutox?
kale, cucumber, kale, and spinach.
What that do
And
for
apple.
what that do for the body?
This helps release toxins.
What
I
kind
said
of
it's the
toxin?
shit juice.
You know the apples?
Yeah.
You know, apples is the #1 thing to release toxins. It helps you go to the bathroom. Anything you do with apples, you drink apple juice.
I don't need that because I
You gonna go to the bathroom.
I mean,
So,
but it-
so how do we go from touring and music industries to juices and bars
man.
all over the country? Like how did
Right, but look, and I love it. I love it, and I understand everything, right? But this one is called Jew Life, and I love it, right? But the reason why it's called Jew Life, tell them why it's called Jew Life.
Tell them why it's Now when you gonna say something?
Nah, for real.
We're going.
Okay, we're gonna get
For real. No, to answer the question,
We're
you know,
like-
at the end of the day, when you on the road, you know, you working, you fellas know y'all in the industry. So you know,
We
you
need
used
this.
you're used to a certain lifestyle.
Boy.
So then when you,
We need this after
We gotta
Smokin' Jokin
vibe.
every Saturday morning. I'll be fucked.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can smoke,
No,
joke,
tell them
and
what,
drink.
what,
I don't
what
want
is
to
this?
make
What
my
is
stomach
in
run.
this? What is in this?
Tell them,
This
tell them
one,
Wop.
What is in this?
Tell them
We're
Wop.
not gonna keep talking about what's in the drink.
No, tell them Wop. What's in
We're
there?
not gonna keep talking about what's in the
I
drink.
bet.
what is the
I
what
got
is
you.
the Jew life
It's a
drink do
magic.
for the
It's
body?
a magic. What it do for the body?
Yeah, that's what he telling
Once
y'all.
again,
Yeah.
I can't hear over Curry over here with the tell him what.
Go ahead to him again, Wop.
okay, we're gonna talk about the life.
Love
Once
the life.
again, it releases the toxins. It releases stuff in your body. Like if you're eating certain, you gotta excuse these braces. You know, it's something new right now.
He's trying to straighten everything out. Fuck it. Go ahead, let him rock.
Go ahead, Wop. Let them Wop. Go ahead, Wop, Wop.
Go ahead, Wop.
Rock, Wop.
Rock, Wop. I like that.
Once again, it releases certain things in your body that you gotta release. Bowel movement. It helps with bowel movement. It helps release toxins through your bowel movement.
Apples do
So
that
apples
naturally.
help you release it. The kale, the spinach, but while you're releasing, you're still getting nutrients.
So I got a
at the end
question.
of the day,
So what's the
you
difference
don't wanna
between these two juices then, Wop? Give me the difference.
Good ass question.
pineapple,
No, I know that shit.
okay.
You talking about
Energy.
energy?
Okay, go ahead.
Green.
Right.
This is boost, energy.
Yeah.
Green is different.
This is
That's
toxin.
law.
That's diarrhea.
That's
Right.
the one
That's
I
Let's
diarrhea.
go to the bathroom.
This the
That's
one I need.
diarrhea.
This I want to go to the
I
bathroom.
don't need that one.
This I want to run around all day.
Yeah, that's what I need.
You might want to work out. You know, you might want
but
to
you-
record something you might need in the studio.
Well, I
something
wanna, I wanna say one
that's the
thing.
one I
What about this one, Wop?
Yeah, what is that one?
Oh, beat it. You
Oh,
beat
yeah.
the sickness.
This is the one where
You beat your sickness.
Is that like beat meat or what?
No, beat your
Beat your
sickness like
sickness.
cancer.
Is that your
Yeah, beat your
sickness?
sickness.
Is that your
It might
sickness?
be.
Tell them why, Curry.
Hey man, listen here, man.
Tell them why, Curry.
Hey man, I want you.
Nah,
Tell
come
them
on,
why,
Curry.
Curry.
Come
We're
on.
going to start all the way over.
Tell them why, Curry.
All right, listen here, man. So listen, right? So ever since I was an entertainer, I put my light up because I don't want no even kids to even know I got lighters. I don't want no kids to know I even drink none of it.
Ain't no kids in here, Curry. Let's go.
Come on, come on. Buy you what's up
So
with
when
the
we
drink.
came up with this thing about this, all right, listen.
That's y'all. That's you and Curry.
You go ahead.
Go,
So
Wop.
this right here is This is beets, and that's carrots. Do you know what beets and carrots does for the people? Menstrual for women. This is serious, boy. This is life.
Talk to
This right, man. This right here. Beets is what niggas need for your testosterone, all of that. But sometimes this is medicine. We not just in this shit right here to just serve people juices, because I don't give a fuck what you drink every day. I just care about if you being healthy. So this is all health. So sometimes you got to draw the line between profit and benefit and health.
That's right.
I'd rather make people know about this than I even make money. I didn't even know that's what we came here for today. This is just my side kind of line of thing.
You trapping?
No, I'm trapping juices.
So,
Trapping them every day.
So, did you have the juices first and then the Jutox Bars came, or did
Nah,
you get
I'm
the
gonna tell you how
Jutox
the
Bar
Jutox
first and
things
then the
came.
juices came?
I'm gonna give you the whole birth of Jutox. I'm gonna give you the whole history of why.
First of all, enlighten our audience. They probably don't even know what the Jutox and the bars
I don't
is
want to
about.
smoke no more. I'm
Yeah,
serious now.
Do everybody know about the bars? Tell them about it.
Nah, this is serious because I ain't know it was like this. This like this.
Okay, let me talk about Jutox Bar.
We a hospital.
Jutox Bar basically is,
Hospital.
it's not just juice.
Doctor.
It's basically a lifestyle.
An apple a day keep the doctor away.
We created a lifestyle.
One of y'all got to talk, Mark.
So,
We'll let this nigga rock.
He killing it.
you know, come on now, you used to sharing stages with Puff. And he's
I'm
still
letting
shouting
him
out.
go. I let him
Shouting
go.
out still.
I let him go. I let him go.
No, for real. On a serious note, it was basically set up to create a lifestyle of awareness. It was just to let you know what was good for you,
Or Peter called him. This
what,
Jew fit.
what wasn't right for
We
you.
got 2 more bars.
It was other situations that
That's Peter. What's wrong with you?
Smoking and joking, man.
No, for real, this shit is. No, go ahead. I don't want to smoke.
So Wop, man, talk the bars. Like how did the bars come about, Wop?
Oh, the bars came about with hustle and muscle.
real grind and
You know,
get it.
that's real talk, man. That's just like anything we do.
Right.
It's about our hustle and muscle, like what we doing right now.
Absolutely.
For the
put
start
into
of everyone's careers.
But you believe in something?
So you guys accumulate 10 stores so far? How many
We
stores?
have 4 locations, 3 in Atlanta and 1 in LA.
All right.
But look, I told y'all, remember I tell y'all we got some more that with my other nephew called the Jew Fist too. We got a few more of them
Yeah,
out
we know
here.
Pedo. He talking about Pedo.
Oh, okay.
That's
He
my-
called
That's
him.
That's who
yeah.
called
That's who
him.
called him,
You
Peter.
know what it is? So it's all a collaboration of brothers. Man, we come together like a band of brothers, man, and we understand what this money thing is about. Franchising, like how Chick-fil-A do it. You understand franchising, like how Bruce's is doing their ice cream, man. This is real serious, man. It's like Rick Ross when he got some chicken wings.
Right.
So we just said, hey, man, we want to do kale.
Right.
We want to do pineapples. We want to do
beets.
beets. When the last time you had a beet in your life?
Boy.
Do you know what a beat changed for your life? So he put me on it, cause I'm living fast. He like, dog, you living so fast, you gotta make sure you getting everything you need in your body. I said, like what? He said, you need to make sure you have your greens. He put me on this Jew life, and it gave me life.
Feel better?
Man, listen, man, ginger, and man, we can even just say, ginger, what else we want to get him real fast?
Health is wealth. The health is wealth.
Man.
Man, listen, man, I want to say this, you know what I mean? We love the juices, you know what I mean? And we appreciate y'all for bringing the juices, the Smokin and Jokin. But we're going to take a quick break.
Let's do
And I
that.
want to come back, and I want to talk about the bars in the different cities, and I want to go back a little bit to being on stage with Puff and being on the road and those
Ooh,
things.
y'all gonna go
If-
heavy.
If we can.
well,
if
you go ahead.
You ain't on Smokin and Jokin.
That's gonna
We don't Smokin and Jokin, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick, hey look, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back on Smokin!
Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know.
That's how you come back. Man, where does that record take you? Where does that record take you to?
Hey man, look here, man. no matter what I ever do in life, I accomplished a lot of big things with Puff.
Yeah, right.
So even if no matter what attitude I got against him, that's still always my brother, and I appreciate everything I've accomplished.
That's real.
That's big right there, dude.
Man,
You know what?
listen, man.
That right there,
The
that
video
single
with
right
Adam
there.
Sandler.
Hey man, that single right there did bigger than Uzi Vert.
Okay.
That's the video with Adam Sandler.
All
Right?
the Uzi Vert got my son thinking about he like marijuana.
So you don't fuck with Uzi
I don't
Vert?
fuck with none of them young
No
niggas.
green
Now,
man.
hold up.
Fuck all them, man.
Yeah, it is, man.
Stop acting like that. Stop acting like that.
So Uzi Vert got your boy smoking. Everybody got their own opinion.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be 100. Like, listen.
What's up, Dad?
Listen, man.
Yeah, you gotta
we
tell us
couldn't
why.
we couldn't never promote like you ain't never hear no nigga rapping about I'm on crack.
Oh no, they didn't put. But that's
Now listen though, let's
Listen, Duke, let him talk.
Duke no, cause Duke come from the hood. Duke from Mechanicsville.
No,
Duke from Decatur.
Nah, he really from Avondale.
Hold on.
He really from Avondale.
Hey, shit, hey, when shit wrong with
Look up. Now peep this. So listen. Hold on, Mike. So no, hold up. So when I used to come pick the group up called Boys in the Hood, and I used to take them on the road to show them how to get this money, I used to come pick niggas up in Mechanicsville. I used to come pick up in all the motherfucking homes, and I used to say niggas we's on the road.
Right.
So that was them. And then I had a nigga right here. Right, listen here. I used to have a job on Old National. I worked at a gas station.
Hold on, let's go. This before everything. This is sure
everything. I worked at a gas
station. Y'all
station.
listen to this story now.
I worked at a gas station. It's some young niggas used to come through. I'd be like, look, nigga, I'm here working, but I ain't making no money like this. So I tell y'all niggas, go take all the candies off the shelf and take them to the school and sell it. Them niggas used to go trap candies at the school and come up and be like, this is what I owe you on Snickers. This is what I owe you on Milky Way. And I
This was 13 years old. Shout out to Nathan.
Yeah, now we going back to College Park. Now you're really dipping in. Now let's
the
go.
store he's talking about is with Po Folks and the auto parts store.
Now let's go. Now let's go. I'm ready now. I'm ready. Let's go now.
So we back in the bad boy days and all that.
Right.
You know, you had a book that came out that did real good.
Yes.
That book, you know what I'm saying? Let people know what that was about, what made you want to do that, and people don't know about it.
I love you, Duke, because you asking this question to me because you come from the same system as me. So it's really like, this is like, I'm honored to just even have this conversation with you. But you understand, what made me do it was because I was like, nigga, I gotta feed my family.
You talking about Dancing with the Devil? What is it called?
It was called Dancing with the Devil, How Puff Burned the Bad Boys of Hip Hop. It's my book. But you understand, while he out there talking about he need money to put on his jets to fuel him to go do whatever, I needed some money to put in my son's mouth. So, and I'm the nigga who was down with you, done did everything. So I said, you know what? When you talk about bad boy, I'm the bad boy. And it's gonna start right here in Atlanta. This is the baddest motherfucking place ever in the history.
Okay, then.
So
Let's go there, Curry.
Once we understand that means it don't get no worse than what we can put you through right here. So we're gonna be nice to you and let you live and let you be. But out here in this town, nigga, everybody, and Duke, I know you, you know, they come here and people go home from here in boxes.
Body bag, toe tags.
Boxes.
Well, if they come to the wrong attitude.
From all, it's definitely, I don't care if you're a Crip, I don't care if you're a Blood, I don't care if you're a Disciple, I don't care if you're a Vicky Lord, I don't care if you're a motherfucking Disciple. We want to keep going.
Right.
We can keep, we're going to go to Minnesota, we can go to Skinhead, we're going to be a skinhead, want to be a skinhead, or whatever. At the end of the day, man, here in Atlanta, we all about love. This is what it's always been. Goody Mob.
Boy,
What was the meaning of it?
fly away.
Good die
mostly
over
over
what?
bullshit.
So
Cujo was on
we're
here
not
last week.
never gonna let that stop here in this
Absolutely.
town. That's what we represent.
That's real. And I give you your College Park stamp. You really a College Park OG.
Oh yeah,
Love
big
it.
guy got that.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at
I mean,
you.
from the story you just told me.
No, he definitely
I'll get all the candy.
Now, let me tell the story a little bit better. Him and his brother used to be in that Monty. Me and Super Nate was trying to get out the door with a bunch of Corral and shit. They used to punch us. And they said, whenever we punch y'all, it don't fall, y'all can have. They said, we like, whatever they fall. Right, on some real nigga shit. Right. On some real shit. When I got a little older, I said, damn, is that Mark? That's my boy. That's Mark Curry. How did you hook up with the bad boy situation from your situation in Atlanta?
Man, that's a good question.
You always plugged in.
Good question, Steve-O.
I did that because, you know, I'm gonna give a shout out to my nigga Steph the Great. You understand? But it always came from, you understand, one of the people who was my good friends was Puff Daddy best friend. So I didn't have to go and say, I want a record deal. He had to shop me. He was like, nigga, you just gonna get this nigga a deal. Right. We're gonna get this nigga a deal. Yeah. Everything's everything. And that was it. But then at the end of the day, that sounded good. But then you got somebody who with you, like, I want to see all of the maths. Like when you see somebody who just straight into math, like I don't look at you and I see math, I see numbers. I see like Social Security, everybody got Social Security, that means you a number. Everybody got a value or worth. So I be like, damn nigga, no matter what we talking, what the math is looking like. I want to see the numbers, like I want to see how my shit add up like Social Security.
All these flatbed trucks.
Yeah, I want to get a check for this shit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm into, when people ask me now, like, what are you into? What do you do? I say, baby, I'm I'm into royalties.
Right. We got a mailbox.
Mailbox. Hey man, but look, I'm gonna tell y'all another cold one. If they ever could find out a way to finance what we worth, we can go get more money than contractors because our royalties are stronger than construction, but they don't notice it. I know how to go get a loan for my worth. I know how to finance what I did.
Right.
But nigga, I'm fly as a motherfucker with this game. And I already did that and passed that to my son. Then I said, cool, now I'll go work hard for my life.
But he's smoking because of Uzi, bro.
Man, he's good, man.
Hold on. Before we go any further, I gotta go back to that. Because we skipped away from that real fast. Like you said, fuck that whole generation.
Which one?
The Uzi verse and the young niggas. Fuck all them.
Let me tell you, and I'm gonna tell you like this. As long as we got
you gotta
children,
be careful saying it because you're an OG.
No, I'm an OG and I'm gonna really stand by this. You understand? However it go, I'm gonna stand by like an OG. We're gonna put it on camera like an OG.
Like an OG.
Like, listen, anytime you say something in this world and people are listening to you, even my children, if you have a power with your saying and you don't pass the right message, that means you against God. And when you against God, nigga, you against a lot. We just coming out now for you. I don't like it.
Can I interject right there?
Go ahead,
I'm like, because you was signed to Bad Boy, correct?
Right, but I'm a good guy.
That ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm on the other side.
I'm on the other side.
Take your time.
Take your time, Tattoo. Talk to him.
You was signed to Bad Boy, and you did things as a youngster that you wouldn't do now as a man. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just like the generations. Our parents didn't like what we did. We sagged the shit out of our parents. We started that. Our generation started that they wasn't tight, but they was loose and sagging like a motherfucker. Hold on, yes they was, dog. I ain't say booty shit. Nobody butt was showing, but your jeans was big as a motherfucker.
All right, can I say
let me finish. Let me finish. I let everybody get their shit off. Let me finish. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like,
I got you.
And so all I'm saying is that, like,
motherfucker, I knew you know why I did that.
Go ahead,
Master. Yeah. All I'm saying is that that's just the generation. Hold on.
Listen, my man is saying some real shit.
That's just the generation gap. Like nobody's parents like what their kids got going on. It's always looked at that's that. So hold on. So I was always taught that in order to get respect, you gotta give it too. And I hear a lot of rappers that come from our era. who talk down on the youngsters that's doing their thing now. And if the OGs talk down on y'all when y'all first started rapping, because y'all was rapping about different shit than what they was rapping about and looking different.
They were saying
You understand what I'm saying? So I just say we have to embrace these young boys and teach them. Gotta embrace these young boys and teach them.
Because you know Jesus Christ always spoke in parables, and that was one of my partners. You understand?
Okay.
But it say like this. You understand? When I was younger, I never knew what it was like to fuck a girl doggy style.
Why not?
Because it was new to me. It took for me to deal with a girl that said, hey, fuck me doggy style. I said, what's doggy style? She said like this. Then I fucked the doggy style. I loved it so much. Another bitch said, I want you to fuck me missionary. I said, hold up, what the fuck is this? She said, that's when you just fuck me like this. I said, I realized that you gotta fuck bitches in all ways.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And if you only fuck her doggy style and you don't get that missionary chance of position, no, he just changed. He just changed what he was saying.
Now let's go back. Let's go back.
Take your time, Curry.
Let's go back. Who wants the blood? Now let's go back. Let's go back. Let's rewind. Let's go back. Let's go back. Now when are we gonna go back to, Wop? That's what you good for, my man.
I don't know where that conversation just went.
All right, now, what do you want me to break down?
That shit started over here.
Y'all done got in the Bible now.
All right, listen. All right, check this out. This is what we
Y'all done
say.
bust the Bible over.
Here we go.
This is what we say right here.
Yeah.
Music is more powerful than love. A lot of people say they love something, but then they get in their car and they listen to some music and it overpowers their love. Music actually controls the vibes of love, right? So when you get into music, you also get into emotions, you get into deep, you get into thought. So that means you got people that are able to get into your thoughts. So I don't want to blame nobody about us for what we create. I want to start looking at the people who are putting it, making it number one. Right. So now let's go into the Jewish people. Now it's gonna get deep. It's gonna go into the Jewish gangs. It's gonna do into the mafia. We're gonna go into Italian mafia. We're gonna go into the Jewish mafia.
If y'all don't follow him on Instagram, follow Mark Curry.
Listen, man.
Go
All of the people who own everything we watch on television and all that is Jews. They own radios and all of that. So they the ones who say, look, I need y'all. I'm a promoter of Rick Ross, so I'm gonna put 100, 200 million into Rick Ross to make sure he promote that music to put more people in my prisons. Y'all niggas ain't understanding.
But Mark, you was in the same field, though.
No, but I'm in that same field. But you know what I realized when I'm in it? No, I'm not even bad boy. Fuck bad boy. I'm a real street grimy ass nigga.
I stamped that.
Okay.
And it's stamped.
But you
That's
did
not
take the opportunity.
That's not what I'm saying.
You took the opportunity to feed your family with bad boy like Rick Ross took the
I
opportunity.
fed my family already regardless. My family was good right
You
there.
still gotta feed your family. I don't give a damn how much money you
Them
got.
motherfuckers ain't never, I swear to God, my family ain't never missed a hamburger since day
Well, I
one.
believe that.
I swear to God, they ate every day.
I believe
I ain't never had no nigga around me that starved. I swear to God, ain't no nigga around me starved. Ain't no nigga dead behind not eating. Everybody eats.
B.
There you go.
Everybody eats.
Everybody eats, B.
Everybody eats, B.
That's what my nigga right here
Hey,
about
hey,
always
listen,
say. Everybody
hey,
eats,
listen,
B.
listen though. Listen.
Yeah.
We gonna dive into something else because I like the way you know, you don't really answer what's really
Yeah, he's
going
Nah,
on.
fuck with you.
Dive around and
Let's
shit.
go.
So we go home.
You gotta figure out
I'm saying, like, we don't
Lighten up,
dance
lighten
unless
up.
music playing, Mark. That's the only time we
there you
dance
go.
around
He
here.
said
Now,
you
if I
dance
ask a
around
question, I
What was
expect
the
the
answer?
answer.
What's the question again?
You feel what I'm saying?
Let's
Like,
go
I
to
don't
the
want
question.
dancing.
Let's
Mark.
go to the question.
The
What's
question
question?
is, how can you expect the young generation to show you respect if you don't give it? Like, regardless of whether they do it. Go ahead.
I gave my life, my nigga. Nigga, we give our life, nigga. We died, nigga. Nigga, I swear to God, nigga, I know, I ain't too many people can compare how many friends they lost. Nigga, I lost over 60 motherfuckers.
I get that.
Nigga, in life, nigga, 60 friends. Nigga, not 10, or my best friend died, or my friend
I might
going
be
with the
65.
nigga 60.
Right, I'm with
You
you.
65, nigga,
Right.
we G's, nigga. I did more, I got a suit, I gotta keep suits specifically for niggas who plan on doing dumb shit.
Gotcha.
Alright, so then we leave that alone.
Cause Mark,
We leave
cause
that.
Mark,
rap
cause
about it.
Mark,
Talk
cause
about
What he's saying
once
is,
again,
he said the
though,
young
Mark.
generation is rapping about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
they on some candy painted.
They ain't
Listen
rapping
what they
about no
say.
OG shit.
Listen what
What
they
you
say.
saying? What you
This is
saying?
what they say. Anytime you can make a song and say, I'm high off of whatever, that's too much. You can just say I feel good back in our days, and we don't care what you on, what makes you feel good.
But they been
But
saying
no,
that
listen,
though.
no, listen. Forever it's been before us.
Yeah.
Now we want to take
I
it back to
got five
bebop. Now
on
we're
it.
gonna take it way back. Now
Mary Jane.
what
Mark,
lies
there's
and-
never been a generation
So do we
that
change
didn't
that?
capitalize on some form
Capitalize,
of drugs.
capitalize. Hold on,
drugs.
man.
One of the
Wait,
biggest albums
What
in
niggas capitalize
one of the
more
biggest-
than black-owned niggas?
One of the-
We capitalize.
One of the
Yeah.
biggest albums in history is called The Chronic. And for that generation, marijuana wasn't as
It
popular
boomed.
as it is right now. So that's
Hey,
what
yo,
I'm saying.
the crack,
The
not the
generation,
crack.
the
What about
drug-
the crack? What about the meth?
The
Where the
drugs
meth
go
album?
from drugs to
Where the
drugs.
meth album?
Niggas was rapping about
Where the-
selling it.
where the-
I get
where
you
the
on
meth
what
album?
No, I get
Where the meth album?
I get his point on that
Ain't nobody
shit.
having, ain't nobody
Ain't nobody doing no meth album.
No, hold on.
Where the crack album?
The
Crack
point,
what?
The point he making
Crack is whack.
Hold on,
Remember?
let me tell you. The point he making, he's saying, well, back in the day, we rapped about getting money, doing marijuana. We ain't might do a little cocaine, but he said now people doing drugs that die. They rap about shit that make
Molly.
you die.
Hey,
You gonna wake up in the sun.
Niggas rap about several.
when they do that,
These kids rap
nigga,
about
I'm gonna have
doing
to come
drugs.
as a G, and I'm gonna say to my
They been
son,
rapping about
nigga, the
that era
niggas who
for
you look up
decades.
to, I don't respect them. And if I ever see them, I'ma smack one of them little niggas.
Smack one of them niggas, Kurt.
Ah, shit.
Nah,
All of y'all,
What you
put it
got
on
going
it.
So-
The G's don't like it. Man, we don't like it. We don't like
Wu-Tang
it.
talked about smoking.
So is there any
Street Daddy talked about smoking.
Nobody
Is anybody that young that you
Anybody-
fuck with?
Nobody dying.
Kurt.
Nobody strokes.
Anybody in the
Niggas
young
wasn't having
generation
strokes,
that you
niggas
fuck
was
with?
Anybody.
Anybody.
Every
How
other
we
rapper
know
having strokes.
Chance to rap.
How we hold on.
Every other
How we
rapper
know-
having
how we-
strokes.
How we
I
know
like
niggas
Chance
what
to
happened?
rap.
For lean.
Okay, well that's lean. That's been going on too. That didn't just start with this generation. That's been going on since DJ
They
Screw.
wasn't having strokes.
DJ Screw died from the
I'm
shit.
talking hey.
Pat died from the shit. Big Mo died from the shit. That's been going on.
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. How many of our children?
That's all they talk about.
Look though. How many? This is the big point.
Yeah.
How many of our children?
You know what I'm saying?
Look, how many children? How many of our children do we want from this point on to die from that?
Lean.
I don't want
He's talking
none-
about lean, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
want none of them to
Sir.
die from it. So from this point, like
talking
since
about
I realized, you understand, because I got a son, and my son is going through some things that go through the teenagers.
It's
go
kind of
through.
slick person.
I had to tell
Right.
him, like, you know what? Since I understand what I got to go through with you, I don't respect the people that you listen to no more, and I don't want you to play it around me. And then not only that, I don't respect them because I don't respect. Back in our times, man, the best thing we could have did, like I'm telling you, you couldn't get on the radio talking about drugs.
Now the radio
It's
wasn't
not
promoting
happening.
that,
No,
right?
Puff is too big for
but
drugs.
that's the radio though. That's the system. That's
Yeah,
not
the
that's
system.
not
The
kids.
system with
That's
the
where they
internet.
changed it.
We
It
didn't
went
have
to-
internet back
They
then.
went there.
But Duke, back in the days
You already
when I used
said.
to
You
have to
already
sit.
said what the
But
agenda
Duke, I
was.
love you to death.
Is to fill up the prisons.
I love you to death.
You know what I'm
But when
saying?
I used to have to send Puff a song in New York, I used to have to send it to him by FedEx. He used to have to take this CD right here physically and put it in the mail, send it to him. He gonna get it in 2 days. It wasn't no email. We ain't had no emails.
But you know
We had no
what? Speaking of
computer.
that, Curry, I follow you on social media, and you very popular on social, especially Twitter. You had Twitter
Man,
on fire
man.
when Twitter first jumped off.
Yeah,
You was Twitter. You was Black Twitter,
and man, I love
and
it.
everybody want to see what you want to say today. What the fuck, Curry, gonna say today? So how can you sit up here and say that the new generation got the internet? Because you actually,
You was working that shit.
I know you sold some books off Twitter back in the day.
Because look at, when I found out what the internet was, that's when I realized what the record label was. I said, look at here. Only thing y'all is an email?
Right.
Fuck y'all. I don't want no deal.
Right.
Fuck, I want to give y'all, what y'all gonna offer me? An email access?
Right.
To L.A. Reid, who's sleeping with who? And who's sleeping with who? Fuck all of them motherfuckers. Man, check this out, nigga.
Follow my, y'all must go follow him.
We don't give a fuck about what the nigga, man, fuck y'all deal. Nigga, we don't want no deal. Look here, when I come from where I come from, nigga, if I rap about if I'm gonna go out and do this, nigga, I don't need no record deal. I got my money right here.
But Mark, you know what? With that, what you being said, that's what these young niggas is doing. Hold on. No, they don't. Some of these young niggas is selling
I
this
heard
shit
they got some money.
without even goddamn.
I heard they got some money. I heard they got some money.
Without even putting the album out.
Look.
Without even putting the album out.
But look, this is what we're gonna say. This is what we're gonna say. Hey man, this is what we're gonna say. I got a boat. I know how to roll up on side of every kind of house that got water around it. Nigga, don't act like you can run. Nigga, we don't like you. Nigga, we don't like you. Okay. Nigga, it's a system that's against you. Fuck.
See, you can win. You talking about knocking niggas off and killing niggas.
Right.
Man, you put no system. Hold up.
Dancing around the question.
We got a system that's called when you snitch, we don't fuck with you. We got a system that's called when you tell on a nigga that's doing some active shit that's real, we tell you a snitch, right?
Right.
So that means
Dude
like,
as
long as we got that system in place, that means also what we got in place is a system for whack-ass motherfuckers. So don't act like we can't execute
But lame don't mean shit to me. My homie told me the other day, I asked my homie, I said, what is lame these days? What is lame? Ain't shit lame. What's lame?
Nothing.
What can
I'm gonna tell you what lame is.
Corny?
Lame is a motherfucker who just talking about I ain't never did it.
Okay.
Alright, lame is a nigga who wanna talk about I wanna get high off of this because this nigga said this what it is. A nigga who really did it had to really sell it and they said, man, how is it? I said, damn nigga, if I got to know how it is, I got to go home and see what it is. Let me go home. Fuck around with
but
it.
you missed my point though.
I told you already.
My point is this.
Mark don't answer the question.
My point is this. My point is this. In 2018, if I say here call you lame, hold on. Back in the day, if I labeled you lame,
right,
you was fucked up in the neighborhood.
Right
now, if I say you lame, I'm hating. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, listen, because T.I. said, because he went through this trouble. That said, when you see some train,
I fuck with Tip now.
Nah, I fuck with Tip too. You understand? I fuck with him. But they said one time, if you see some crime, look here, if you see some crime going on in your neighborhood, you call this. I was at home.
I seen that.
I said, my nigga, this nigga just said, what?
I didn't see that.
But listen here, I ain't like it. But this here, we good. Because I understand my nigga had to do what he had to do for what he had to do.
Right.
And I love him. And man, listen here. Man, I love him for what he had to do.
Would you would have did it? If you was in that same situation?
I tell you what.
Would you would have did it?
I tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you what. Listen, peep game, right?
It was a public service announcement.
Is that how that goes?
No.
I don't know what that
Yeah, when Nicky Barnes had done it?
Maybe.
When Frank Lucas had done it. That's the difference between niggas between then and now. Nigga, all them niggas was snitching. So, would you snitch?
No. That's a public. Hold on. That's a public service announcement. That's not Fox 5 do that shit every day.
Hey, yo, listen here. You want to know something?
So wait a minute. Let's just be clear.
Let's go clear.
And this is not the opinion of Tattoo. I just want to be clear of what's going on. So it's okay in certain situations.
Certain situations is almost like division. That's almost like bitch shit. No, we don't have
certain situations. That's what I just heard y'all say though.
No, we don't have
who is y'all?
I just heard y'all say sometimes you gotta do what you
heard
gotta do.
y'all.
No, we don't do no.
That's what that means, Mark. Just because we talk about
mean like you say. That mean like you say. Sometimes if I gotta tell on a nigga,
that's what y'all
it's
just
perfect.
said.
I ain't no y'all. I didn't say that.
No, okay,
I didn't say that.
okay, all right, nobody.
Hold up,
Nobody said that.
Right, I don't know what no everybody. I'm
Because I just heard somebody say you gotta do what you gotta do in certain situations.
You hear me say that?
And that's when I said, really?
You hear me say that? You said that looking at me.
Hey man, you know what sometimes you gotta do? Sometimes you gotta die. Nigga, you gotta die. Nigga, let's die. Nigga, let's die. Yeah. Nigga, let's die.
Die, nigga, die. Die, nigga, die.
I'm ready to die, nigga, die. Hold on, listen here though. After I done made it to this age that I'm in, right?
Yep.
One thing that I learned to not fear is death.
Okay.
Because death is actually to live in this right here.
It's inevitable.
So to be here today is life. So we can't focus on dead negative. We're going to focus on positive, right?
That's right.
So we're going to focus on positive. This is what we're going to say. I wrote a book back in 2009, February 2nd. I released it on my mother's birthday. Then I turned the book into a movie script. The book is still selling on Amazon. I swear I get checks from Amazon like motherfuckers don't even imagine. No, it's my mailbox check. I'm on ASCAP and BMI. And
your shit only fit in the mailbox.
And I'm Sound Exchange. I done got them.
That's where the money at, right?
Y'all better go get that Sound Exchange.
I don't know about
for
that.
everybody.
Hey, y'all, listen to the
Let them know, Mark.
Come on.
So it's the
Oh yeah, the checks to the kid. It's the checks to come. Listen, but look, niggas don't even know. You got Sound Exchange. You got the C-Set. You got EMI. You understand? People who paying for them royalties. And then you got all that. But then we want to get money off of what's just played. The shit that just played in the club and all of that. Played in the club, all of that. So then that's another kind of stream. See, my money is always going to be up because I stayed doing shit back then that's going to be profitable now. And then any nigga that's right here on this forefront, right here on this table right here, is a profitable motherfucker that already done planted the seed. So now if you want to get deep into it, let's talk about what niggas need to do to plant seeds in order to grow this shit later on in life.
Let's always get deep about it, Mark.
That means like
Talk that shit.
you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to sacrifice. You're gonna have to
Come
not.
here, little Will. I'm sacrificing you.
Hey.
Now, what I mean by sacrifice, and we ain't gonna sacrifice no wills and all that. But let me tell you, the sacrifice is gonna be this. You understand? And I'm gonna tell you as simple as this. Watch this one. I told my son today, I said, listen, he has a problem with whatever he wants to do as a young man. I said, so since that's what you want to do, then I make sure that I will never do certain things around you again.
That's really frustrating you too, I can say so.
Right? It's frustrating me, like it's really frustrating me because he's being led by something else that I can't control.
Okay.
And I'm trying to control it, and I want to grab him and be like, look here, my little nigga, you can't do more drugs than what we did.
Right.
Nigga, we done, we dope heads and all that. I got partners down there, OD. Fuckers, you want to be my son, want to do this? So then now I start looking at the system, I start looking at us as a whole, and I start paying more attention to the things that we saying, the things that we're doing. And even if they just come here today to just say this thing, man, let's just be more cautious about what we're saying. Let's be more cautious about our message. And I want to come together from today with a system, because if I promote this juice and I promote health and wellness, I got to also start from the heart. I got to start from the thought. So it's no way for me to promote this and then turn around and just say, I'm going to let bullshit come into your mind when I know what beats do for you. Right. Beats beat it out of you. So I'm going to be like beats. So my temperature and my aggravation and everything is like this red. And I'm serious.
You know what I just figured out? Why you telling them Wop to talk first? Because you was like, Wop, you know, when I start. Struggle! You ain't going to say a motherfucker.
Because this is what we start from. Look. I'm going to give you a brief, quick one. So when I was doing my thing, You understand? My partner was like, look, Curry, I'm over here doing this. I'm like, damn, my nigga, you over there doing what? He said, I'm doing this. He doing the juice. I was like, damn, yo. So then I had some money, and I was like, damn, I ain't doing nothing with my money except taking bitches out to drink and do some bullshit, get in the car. So I got a new M6. This nigga was like, I got a new juice bar. I was like, oh, shit ain't right. So I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start being more wise. I want to start being more wise. I want to start more supporting what we got going on.
That's right.
And I'm sorry that I came late to make it end so fast.
You know
but
what
listen
though?
here, man.
You know what though, man? No, we appreciate it. We
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
you, bro. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I on some real shit. Like Duke and Pele already know. I can sit in the room with you all day.
Yeah,
and
we
go
can
fucking
go
back
all
up. I mean,
day.
Oh, he tattoo like this shit.
I mean,
man.
all
Yeah.
goddamn day. So I want to say, man, like, we appreciate you and Wop for coming through and rocking with us, man. Like,
Knowledge,
anytime y'all got the new juices y'all want to drop on them. As a matter of fact, let them know where the bars are here in Atlanta,
listen.
so they can come, so everybody can come.
I listen, so everybody understand. We got juice bars like how Jada Kiss and them got them, but we got the Jutoxes. We got one on Walker Street, one on P Street. We got one on Windy Hill. Then we got these one that's the Jutox. We got one called Ju Fits that we created too. And the Ju Fits involve gyms. We got one off of P Street behind Bennett Street. We got another one off of Windy Hill. But then that's just to say what we doing as far as men trying to make moves and investing in our future for our children.
Absolutely.
That's not our money. We don't see none of that. Right? But I will say this. I like the fact that I came here today with y'all. I love you. Like cook food, my nigga. You cornbread all the way.
You know what, Mark? Hold on. Speaking of that,
Yeah.
we got some chefs in the building. We brought some plates for us. Yeah.
We got some gifts.
Well, we're gonna bring that too.
No,
we gonna bring that. You can bring that too.
Wow, the girl?
But
Yeah,
you
we
want
got
some plates.
We got gifts for y'all,
Thank you,
bro.
sweetie love.
Cause we appreciate
Yeah, I
y'all.
love
And
it.
also,
we got
Chef Paul brought some
love
plates.
this.
plates. Paul brought some plates for y'all.
What's up now? He gonna be down.
Man, love, I love it.
Edibles of Atlanta.
Thank you.
I need me
I
a
swear to
bag.
God, I'm gonna eat this. But look, have me back anytime.
Hold on. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. Tell them what we got to eat. Ted.
So yeah, we got some plates that was brought in from Chef Paul. You know what I mean? So we gonna make sure that everybody get a plate.
Yeah.
We doing the plate, man.
I'm like, Chef Paul said he's the best collard greens in the world.
Where the places?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
OG, that's you?
Yeah, that's Chef Paul.
That's you, OG?
Yeah, that's Chef Paul. Yeah.
I've been watching him the whole time. I just salute him all night.
Chef Paul.
Chef Paul, come on over here in the middle.
Chef Paul, let me get one of them plates.
No, we got
What it
you.
is?
We got you.
I got you.
We got you, bro. Hey, listen. Chef Paul came through with the soul food. We talking collard greens, macaroni and cheese with the rice, with the fried chicken. It don't get no better than that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Chef Paul,
Talking about that soul food.
and we got cornbread over here too. Chef Paul, let them know where they can find you at real quick.
Fashion, soul, food. Chef Paul, this a brisket, right?
Where's that?
That bird. That on yard bird.
Where's
So,
that?
so you can find him Chef's Special Catering, Chef Paul, 404-849-8510. Chef Paul.
Hey guys, you can also reach me on Mr. Freeman Paul on gmail.com.
Absolutely. We want to thank you for coming out, Chef Paul, and feeding us. We gonna get out of here. We had a great show tonight. We want to thank Ernestine Johnson. We want to thank Jay Morrison for coming through and rocking with us. Hey, listen.
Big
look
yo.
at the plate. We want to thank Wop. We want to thank Mark Curry. Sorry, we want to thank Mark Curry and Wop. You know what I'm talking about? The Jutox Bars all over the city.
Jutox.
They coming to a city near you. Hey,
I'm first.
we ready to get out of here, Payton?
Yeah,
We're
let's
gonna
do
start with you on the end, baby.
My curve, we're
Start
gonna
with
do
you
it.
on the
Nah,
end.
you do it. You start. Cause Pele got
I start.
You got to hit it.
You gotta do all your monikers and your names and your aliases and all that.
You take us out with us. We gonna hold it. And we smoking.
Hold on, let's get
What
last.
part go? Don't worry about it. We all gonna do it and you gonna laugh. I'm Mark Curry. Shit, Jutox Bars, and we smoking.
Let's get it, Pele.
In the back, man, my boy DJ Spoon,
I
man.
need you flying loud. That's all I need.
Are we ready to go?
Ready?
Boom. In the back is my boy DJ Spoon. I'm your boy Dr. Dane Stein, Mr. Potlanta. I love y'all. Y'all love me. What you say, Duke?
You already know it's your boy Big Dude, Mr. Six Fish, Worldwide Hood Ambassador, a.k.a. Little Buddy and Buddy.
Buddies.
I am Black on Sebo, the #1 pick on your dope boy team, Southside Zone gang, motherfucking
Gang.
What's up, Dad? I'm Paul Freeman.
Yeah! And fuck you talking about?
I'm Paul Freeman from Chef Special Catering.
Yeah.
That's it. That's contact me on at mrfreemanpaul@gmail.com.
All right.
Listen, man, great show once again. Great guest. We back every single Friday. You already know what it is. Go to the YouTube page and watch it live. I mean, not live. Go to the YouTube page, watch all the episodes. It's just Smokin and Jokin 1. No G.
Yeah, we got somebody gonna take us out
Smokin
special
and
tonight,
Jokin
man.
1. I already know what
I
it is.
know.
And you already know who I am. I don't do all the whole A-lists that they do no more since Pele started killing us. I'm just Tattoo.
Buckhead
I'm
Tattoo.
just Tattoo. And he
Hey, man.
is.
This is Mark Curry, man.
Nah, that's too low.
Hey, man, listen, man. This is Mark motherfucking Curry.
Yeah!
We are motherfucking smoking.
Yeah!
Joking with this motherfucking bitch.
Yeah!
This is the motherfucking ATL.
Yeah!
If you know this motherfucker, you know what we talking
Yeah!
about. And we motherfucking
Smoking! And joking!